Good morning. Welcome to our first online engineer and design challenge. I know how much we enjoyed the catapults and the boat building this year, so I want to throw out a challenge for everybody. So today's challenge is called the longest chain. So if you remember from the engineering and design process, the first thing we have to do is identify the problem. So the problem is, who can create the longest chain? Can we create a long chain using the materials that I am going to set forth for you? So once we identify the problem, we have to know what our constraints are. So our constraints in this case is what we're going to be able to use. And you're not going to be able to use much, and you need to be honest. So you can use scissors, and you can use glue and or tape. If you're going to use tape, masking tape is usually better, but you might not have that at home, so Scotch tape will work just as well. And then the only other material you can have are 2 sheets of paper. And these are standard computer paper. You could also use construction paper if you want, but you can only use 2 sheets, no cheating. So 2 sheets of paper, standard size, scissors, and glue or tape or a combination of both. So what you are then going to do is brainstorm what you can do to that paper using those materials to put it together to create a chain. And what you will then do is, after you brainstorm a list of ideas, maybe do a couple of sketches, choose the best solution that you think is going to work and create your chain. Once your chain is created, then you're going to measure its length. As you're working, remember, part of this process is redesign. So if you see that something isn't working, rethink, redesign, retest, put it together again, and measure it again. When your chain is finally done and you're happy with your design, you've built your prototype, you've tested it, you've redesigned, and you feel confident, your final solution is going to be turned into me. And by solution, I mean you're going to measure its length and you're going to send it to me either through Messenger, through a document, how long it is. Now, I know we've been talking about metric system and using the metric system to measure, but for this, you can measure it in inches, centimeters, feet, whatever you think is appropriate, as long as you tell me the measurement you're using. And then we will compare and we will see who has the longest chain using the materials provided. I want you to have some fun with it. Again, be honest, use only what you're supposed to be using. If you want to send me a picture along with the length, that would be super cool because I would love to see what you're doing. If you want to brainstorm with your brothers and sisters or friends over the phone or classmates over the phone and do a video conference, work on it as a family, whatever you want, sky's the limit. What I would suggest doing first is going onto the Google Classroom and watching that taco party again to remind us of the engineer and design process. So it will remind you what steps you should be going through as you're going through them. I'm also going to put a rubric up there. Now it's not going to be graded, but just so you can see the steps again, because I want you to be working through those steps to keep your mind sharp. Next week, there'll be another engineer and design challenge. So let's see how this one goes. Good luck. Have some fun. Don't forget, brainstorm, build a prototype, test, redesign. Don't send anything in until you think you got your best possible solution. Have some fun. See you tomorrow.